Imagine this. Imagine a darkness that could swallow our entire immense solar system, from Mercury to Pluto, in a single gulp and still have plenty of room left over. This is not a science fiction movie. This is the largest, most ruthless, and most intriguing monster that actually exists in the universe, TON 618. Our universe is filled with massive structures that push the limits of the human mind, yet none of them are as terrifying and at the same time as fascinating as it is. So, what exactly are we talking about? TON 618 is a supermassive black hole with a mass of exactly 66 billion suns. Let's make this number a bit more understandable. It is 16,000 times heavier than Sagittarius A, the black hole at the center of our own galaxy. If you were to gather all the stars, planets, and gas clouds in the Milky Way galaxy and put them on a scale, you wouldn't even come close to the weight of TON 618. It is almost impossible for the human brain to directly grasp this immense scale. Let's set up a scenario. What would happen if we placed this monster right at the center of the Milky Way, at the very heart of our own galaxy? The unimaginable energy around it would completely drown out the light of every single star in the sky within seconds. Viewed from Earth, we would see an object 23 times brighter than the full moon. It would be such a powerful glow that it would completely erase the dark night sky we know from our lives, turning nights as bright as a cloudy day. Yet there is a very strange contradiction here. A black hole itself cannot emit light because its gravity does not allow even light to escape. So how does this unimaginable brightness happen, and where does it come from? The answer lies in the deadly dance just outside the black hole. Massive clouds of gas and dust, caught in its colossal gravitational pull, create a giant vortex spinning at near light speed around the central darkness. In the scientific world, this is called an accretion disk. Within this vortex, friction and gravity are so extreme that matter reaches temperatures of millions of degrees and blasts terrifying radiation into space. At the same time, within this chaos, magnetic fields coil, stretch, and eventually snap with immense energy. At the exact moment of this snap, incredible plasma jets moving at nearly the speed of light are launched outward from the black hole's north and south poles. Each of these relativistic jets is longer than our entire galaxy. They stretch across millions of light years through the void of space like death rays. The energy they carry is so massive that they literally reshape their host galaxy from top to bottom. They blow away all the gas in their path, blasting it out of the galaxy, and because of this, they permanently stop new stars from being born in that galaxy. In other words, TON 618 is a cosmic dictator that controls not only what falls inside it, but also matter millions of light years away. So, what would happen if we got even closer to the edge of this monster, to that famous event horizon where return is no longer possible? Looking around that pitch-black border, you would see a ring of light glowing like a circle of fire. This is actually the light itself that has not yet fallen into the black hole, trapped in the last stable orbit and bent by gravity directly into your eyes. Right at this border, Einstein's theory of relativity comes into play, and even time stops flowing the way we know it. The massive kutele of the black hole warps the fabric of space-time so severely that time slows down heavily, like thick molasses. A few seconds you spend at that border could mean hundreds, maybe even thousands of years for us back on Earth. If a friend were watching you through a telescope from a safe distance, they would never actually see you fall inside. Instead, they would watch you freeze completely in time, your colors slowly fading, leaving you suspended on the edge of eternity. As you got a bit closer, not only time but colors would completely go wild. Light would be stretched by the ruthless power of gravity, its wavelength lengthening, turning into a lonely, deep crimson before your eyes. In science, this is called gravitational redshift. To an outside observer, this sight would offer a terrifying visual, as if the black hole was pulling the universe's colors in alive and bleeding the color from the cosmos itself. Once you pass beyond the event horizon, there is no longer any light, any color, or any way out. Behind that border lies that mysterious point where all the physics rules humanity has written so far, quantum mechanics and general relativity, completely throw in the towel, the singularity, a point of absolute collapse where density becomes infinite and the concepts of time and space blend together and lose all meaning. We have no formula for it, nor any theory that can explain what is happening there. In modern theories, scientists believe that supermassive black holes start as tiny cores from the death of massive stars in the early periods of the universe, or from the direct collapse of giant gas clouds. These cores grow over billions of years by devouring everything around them, stars, planets, gas, and by colliding and merging with other black holes. But TON 618 pushes all these scientific theories to their limits, literally breaking the mold. Because this monster managed to reach this unimaginable size of 66 billion suns very early in the universe, just a few billion years after the Big Bang. According to our current mathematical models, it is almost impossible for a black hole to grow this much in such a short time through normal ways. This situation tells us two things. Either TON 618 was born from the direct collapse of much larger dark matter, or the feeding conditions in the early universe were far more ruthless and extreme than we thought. It stands alone, challenging everything we know about how black holes grow and evolve. Yet, despite everything I have told you, TON 618 is not just a terrifying, blind monster that devours everything in front of it. It is a colossal time machine that winks at us from far away, allowing humanity to look into the past. Its light is so powerful and so bright that it travels across billions of light years of intergalactic space to reach us. When we look at TON 618 with our telescopes today, we are actually seeing how it looked 10 billion years ago. By analyzing the light coming from this quasar in laboratories, scientists examine the gas clouds that the light passed through during its journey. Thanks to this, we can figure out what the chemical structure of the early universe looked like and how elements were formed. We understand how matter was distributed in the universe and how the first galaxies took root and grew after the Big Bang, all thanks to this ancient light it sends us. We understand how matter was distributed in the universe. It also presents the Kree presence, most ruthless destroyer, and a wise guide that offers us the deepest, most hidden map of the universe. When we look at it from billions of light years away, from the depths of time, only a single feeling comes alive in our minds: how terrifying, dark, and lonely the cosmos is, yet how fascinating, perfect, and full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these kinds of deep cosmic journeys. See you in the next video in another mysterious and dark corner of the universe. Goodbye.